What the heck are Google LSA ads? I get this question all the time. All of my clients get confused about it. Are those Google search ads? How do I get on top of search? You see those on Google. Google LSA ads, Google local service ads are the ads if you search, say, roofer near me. You'll see it at the top of the Google search results. It normally has the stars. It says Google guaranteed with a green check mark. And normally it has some pictures of the person behind it or the business logo, and it has a place to call. And the whole concept of Google search ads is it's a completely different dashboard and ad placement than Google ads, where you're running on search results, on map placements, on display, or on YouTube. Totally separate. And what you do is you put in your services, your business, you get verified by Google. They check into your license and all of that stuff. So it's a bit more of a process. And then they decide when to show you. So you have no choice. You put your budget in, what you're willing to pay per week. And the big difference between Google ads, the regular ads, and Google LSA ads is you only pay per contact. So it used to be phone call. You would just pay per phone call, and they record it. You make sure it's a legit lead. If it wasn't a legit lead, you can ask for a refund. So you put in, I'm willing to spend $1,000 a week, so $42.50 a month. On these LSA ads, and you're a roofer, and then you start getting calls, and you can see in there Google will just charge you per the call. So $150 per call. You can go into the platform, listen to all the recorded calls, figure out which names, track the numbers so you see how many sales you made off of it. Did it get you a positive ROI? And you decide whether to increase or decrease your budget. The biggest issue with LSA ads is, like I said, you have no control over if you show or not, and you don't have a bidding strategy. So if you put yourself in there, I could put myself in there. They don't offer my services yet, but if I was a roofer, I put myself in there. I say I'm willing to pay $1,000 a week. I might never get a call, because other people they deem outrank me or have a better chance of converting that lead, which is what they need because they want you to convert the lead. Then you're willing to pay for the calls. So you just might never show. So I know a lot of agencies that set up specific local service ad agencies, and then clients would join them and they'd pay the money for the setup, and then crickets, nothing. That's because Google decides. Now, as far as the traffic and the leads, in my opinion, it's the most quality, because Google's picking the search terms that they know will convert, and they're putting you at the top of the page with stars, with Google guaranteed, everything they can do to convert that person. So they're getting the most quality. So normally when I'm running Google ads and Google LSA ads for a company, the Google LSA calls are always not always, but almost always the highest quality. So it's always worth it to do it. Put yourself in there, verify your business, set up the account, put in a budget, and just let it sit. If it doesn't go, don't depend on this. Depend on Google search, because you can bid yourself into, you can bully yourself with money into those positions and then figure it out. You can't do that with LSA, but just let it sit. If nothing happens, you go to different sources. If it goes, great. It's the highest quality source that I'm used to working with in the marketing space. Now, here's another thing. Most people get confused. When you set up LSA ads, it's a separate platform than the Google Ads dashboard, the normal one. However, they don't have a billing section, so you connect it to a Google Ads account to do your billing. A lot of people get really confused. You do it at the beginning, and then it's hard to see when you're billed, where you're billed. Some people set it up, totally forget they have it set up, never check it, and then they're just getting billed on a Google Ads account. So make sure you figure that out. It's connected to Google Ads only for the billing, but there's a separate dashboard you log into to see all the calls, the recordings of the calls, and all of the reporting for that specific system. So that's pretty much Google LSA ads. Totally different than Google ads, different placement. Google gets to decide, build through your Google ads account, but separate dashboards, great channels, both of them, but some big differences.